4 days later, it was the Kettleers who run-rolled the Harwich Mariners, as they scored 18 on the way to an 18-4 victory on Thursday night. After a 1-2-3 bottom half of the first, Nolan Naraki and Tyler Cerny got it going with a pair of singles. Matt Klein followed it up with a bunt, which caused a Mariner error for the first run of the ballgame for Cotuit. In the next at-bat, Nathan Hall, making his season debut, launched the ball into the trees for a 3-run homer. I got the chance to talk with the Clemson product about his at-bat after the game.
Tonight, first night in the lineup, first at-bat you go yard. Kind of what were you looking for there, and what did it feel like, swing, everything about that at-bat?
Yeah, I mean, I went up there and I was just really happy to play. At the end of the day, the season didn't go as planned, but I was just really excited to be able to play with this team. I knew he was probably going to go off speed. I didn't see it yet, and I kind of froze me first pitch with a slider. I knew eventually he was going to go back to it, and when he did, I saw it really well out of his hand, and I just turned on it, tried to swing easy.
The offense wasn't done there, as Jaron Advincula wrote the ball back up the middle for a single. After a passed ball and a ground out, Advincula was able to make his way over to third base with one out. The second baseman was finally brought home on a wild pitch by the Harwich Mariner pitcher. After another scoreless inning by Harrison Bodendorf, the offense was back to work, starting with Nathan Hall. In his second at-bat, Hall laced one to the right center gap for an RBI double. He was already 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs on the day.
And then a double in your next at-bat, is it just that same thought process, or just kind of looking for something you can drive, something you can put in the gap?
I was just looking for something I could drive, trying to hit it where it was pitched. It was on the outside corner. It was a good pitch. It was running away a little bit. But, at the end of the day, I was just having fun. I wasn't trying to do too much, and I just tried to keep it simple.
After Hall, Brandon Compton kept the inning going with an RBI single of his own to center field. The Ketts would get their final run of the third inning on a sacrifice fly by Tanner Thatch. The game would be 10-0 in favor of Cotuit by the end of the third. In the fourth, Jaron Advincula was back up with runners on the corners. The Cal product laced the ball back up the middle for an RBI single, his second on the day. Later on in the fourth, the bases were loaded for Brandon Compton. In an 0-1 count, Compton got a hold of the ball and sent it over the right field wall for a grand slam. The homer would be measured at a distance of 412 feet. Compton would finish his day with 3 hits and 5 RBIs. 2 batters later, Nolan Naraki stepped into the box with a runner on first. Also facing an 0-1 count, Naraki got all of the baseball and put it into the trees in left center field. In his season debut, Naraki went 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. After Bodendorf finished his day, Ian May from Cal Berkeley came on in relief. May faced a high-pressure situation early on in his outing, as he came into the game with bases loaded and only 1 out in the inning. The lefty bore down and struck out the next batter and got a force out at second base to get the Ketts out of the inning unscathed. For the rest of his time on the mound, May dazzled. The left-hander pitched 3 2/3 innings, allowing only 1 hit and striking out 1. May was able to keep the ball on the ground and force weak contact to stay successful in his time on the bump against the Harwich Mariners. With the win, the Ketts now move to a 2-3 record on the year. Cotuit's next matchup comes against Hyannis Friday night in the first matchup of the Barnstable Patriot Cup.